How did you first get involved with So You Think You Can Dance and want to audition for the show?
I actually got a text from one of my friends, and she kind of was like, "You should totally try out." And she sent me the schedule, and I showed it all to my mom, and I was like, "Mom, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm too young. There's no way I'd make it." And so I was really hesitant in doing it. But then my mom was like, "You have a free weekend." So I think my audition was on a Thursday, and I decided that Monday that I was gonna go audition. So it was extremely last minute, but. I mean, Austin was the closest one, and it was the first one, so I was like, okay, well, we might as well do it. So my mom she pushed me into doing it, but, I mean, I've always wanted to audition. I just never thought I'd do it when I turned 18.
Well, it turned out to your advantage because look where you're at now.
I know, it definitely did.
That's crazy. Well, tell us a little bit about your recent routine with Twitch. How'd you like that dance and working with Twitch?
Oh my gosh, it was such an amazing experience working with Twitch. He's an amazing dancer, obviously, everybody can see that, but working with him is just so incredible. He's such an amazing person, inside and out, and it's just so great to work with him, and he was so encouraging the entire time. Like, anytime I'd be down and I'd be like, I can't do this, he would always be uplifting, and it was really great.
Wow, that's awesome. So you watched the show seasons back, like every season, or you did? Okay, you did.
I've watched almost every season. There was one season that I really didn't. It was the season that Russell won, which I think was season 7, 6. I honestly have no idea, but that was the only one that I didn't really keep up with. Okay. But every other season I've watched.
Yeah, because think about it, like seeing all these dancers and then you get to dance with them. Isn't it like just so surreal for you? It's crazy.
It's so crazy because I'm like, oh, I just saw you on TV 2 years ago, and now I'm actually seeing you in person and I'm dancing with you. It's pretty cool.
Wow, and think about it, you could be in a few years down the road or next year or something an all-star yourself. So
I would totally be okay with that.
That would be neat. Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite dance you've done so far?
I think my favorite dance would probably be my Broadway routine with Nico, the one that I did 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, first you had Curtis and then Nico, and they're all leaving you. This is no good.
I know.
I need to say.
I know. Oh. It's terrible, but yeah, it's been amazing working with both of them. I mean, Curtis was the funniest human being ever. He's seriously so funny. And it was really great to work with him because he was exactly like Twitch. He was just so uplifting, and yeah, he's just a great person and an amazing dancer. And so it was really sad to see him go, but he had an injury and he has to get better, otherwise his whole entire dance career would end. So, and then Nico, I was honestly so surprised that Nico left, but he is phenomenal, and he was an amazing partner, and it was so great to at least get to work with him for 1 week.
Yes, that's true. So everyone's going on tour, though, so that's a good thing. You guys get to see each other, and...
So good, yeah. I mean, I'm really sad that the other 10 people that left couldn't go on tour with us, but the group that we have now is really exciting.
And I hear from everybody that you guys are a close group. You guys hang out and everything, and...
Yeah, we're actually a really close group. We all consider each other family, so it's really cool to kind of see that, because I've heard, some seasons get really competitive, but I feel like our seasons we bond really well.
Yeah, I know. I hear everybody's, helping each other out with routines if they need help, and that's cool.
Yeah.
No competition. Everyone's rooting for each other. That's great.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Is there an all-star you really want to dance with in particular?
Really? I've been telling everybody that I really want to dance with Kent Boyd because he's just so stinking cute and he's amazing. But really, any of the all-stars I would be fine with because they're all amazing. And they know exactly what position we're in right now because they were in our shoes a few seasons ago. So they just know what's going on and they're just amazing.
And how about, we'll ask you first, who's your current celebrity crush? Do you have one?
I would probably say Zac Efron or Liam Hemsworth. Not quite sure. I don't know. They're both very attractive, so I think they're kind of equal.
Yeah. Did you watch the whole High School Musical series? Did you watch All the movies?
I used to, yeah. I've watched them. I don't think I've seen the third one, but I've seen the first and second, yeah.
Well, you know what? Since Kenny Ortega was on the judges panel, he needs to get Zac Efron on the judging panel.
I agree. I agree with that 110%. Yes. I would be totally okay with that.
Would you be nervous if you saw Zac Efron there and, like, what would you say or what would you do?
I probably wouldn't even be able to say anything. I'd just be like, you're just so attractive. But it would be really cool to at least kind of get to meet him. Because after the show, all the contestants get to, like, talk to the judges a little bit. Ah. So that'd be really nice.
That would be
cool. To talk to him a little bit.
Yeah, that would be neat. That needs to happen.
Yeah.
So what kind of goes behind the scenes? Because when we see the show end, they kind of stop the filming and everyone's on stage. What goes on after that?
After that, we go, like, we talk a little bit longer, and then we take a huge group picture, and then after that, we go straight upstairs to do hat pick, which is when we find out what style we're doing for the next routine, and sometimes they tell us who the choreographer is, sometimes they don't, and that's when we, like, find out who our all-star is and whatever, but, so that's really... It's really exciting. I mean, it's a really nerve-wracking point of the night because we're like, who are we going to get? What are we going to get? So it's kind of crazy. And then after that, we just go down to do press and we just do a bunch of interviews. And then we have the rest of the night to ourselves, like to go eat with family and sleep all night long, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a dance that you would dread having that you're like, oh, I just don't want to do this dance? Anything?
Probably quick step.
Quick step.
It's a very difficult dance to do, and I mean ballroom in general is just really hard if you haven't been trained in it like all your life. So quick step, except I've heard like quick step is the hardest one of all the styles. So I would definitely be kind of like,
It seems like a hard dance.
I'd definitely be willing to try it.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's just that I would prefer not to get it.
Yeah, preferably no.
Yeah.
I see. And then also for the tour, do you know what people can expect, or what do you think everyone can look forward to?
I have no idea yet. I mean, they can look forward to seeing us, of course, so that's cool. But we do not know any of the dances that are going to be on tour yet. We really don't know very much about tour, except the fact that we get to go on a tour bus and go to 42 cities to perform. So, I mean, it's going to be so exciting. And no matter what dances are in, it's going to be an amazing show. So I'm really excited for it.
Definitely. And seeing everyone's routines live, I mean, it's going to be like 100 times better than watching it on TV.
It's going to be so cool. I'm so excited.
Very exciting. Is there a city you're looking forward to visiting or going to?
I'd probably say the cities in Canada. I'm really excited for because I've never been to Canada, so I'm like, hey, free trip.
Yes.
But I mean, it's not like we really get to go sightseeing or anything, but it'll be really cool to just kind of go there and get to show Canada what we have.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Canada.
I know. Oh.
How about like any tour must-haves? Is there anything you want to bring with you, or like anything you got to bring?
Obviously, I will bring my cell phone everywhere I go because that's a given. But I'm weird. I have this Spider-Man blanket that I literally take everywhere with me. And I got it for Christmas like 5 years ago. And I've just been like obsessed with it ever since. And it's weird. But I take it everywhere with me, so.
Oh, that's cool. It gets to travel the world. Gets to come with you.
Yeah, Spider-Man gets to see everything.
That's neat. That's neat. Very cool.
Yeah.
And then also, do you have like a hidden talent or something we may not know about you?
Ooh, not really. I don't have anything. Let's see. Yeah, not really. The only thing that's like kind of cool is that like I volunteer a lot at the Humane Society, so I love animals and I love like playing with them and taking care of them and all of that. So that's kind of neat.
You have pets of your own as well?
I do. I have 2 dogs and a cat, and I love them dearly. And those are probably what I miss the most back at home, besides like family. I miss my pets so much.
Oh, what type of dogs do you have?
I have a golden retriever, and then I have a little Maltipoo.
Oh.
So it's like a Maltese poodle, yeah.
How cute! Oh, I know.
Yeah.
They are like your family. Literally, those dogs are like babies.
They are.
They're everything.
I know. When we had a week off, when I got home, my dogs were so excited to see me, and I was like, I just want to take you with me, but I can't, unfortunately.
It's like, they're probably like, why are you leaving again?
I know. No, I felt terrible. Because my dog, like, my little Maltipoo follows me around everywhere. So when I left, she just got really lonely. And then when I came back, she finally got into the groove of, like, following me everywhere again. And then I had to leave. And I was like, I feel so terrible.
Oh, no. You bring pictures of them everywhere with you?
I do, actually. Yeah. I do, yeah. And I have pictures of my family, too. So those will definitely be going on tour with me as well.
Oh, that's good, that's good. I know, you wish you could bring your pets with you everywhere.
I know. I really wish I could.
Yeah. So, and then we're going to ask you, do you have a favorite TV show at the moment that you like watching?
I love watching Pretty Little Liars.
Pretty Little Liars.
I'm, like, obsessed with it. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just kind of the suspense in the whole entire show. Like, you never know who A is, so it's really fun watching. I love it.
It is. Any other shows you like too?
Obviously, So I Think You Can Dance is one of my favorites.
Yes.
I mean, it's a given, but I also like watching, America's Got Talent, because there's just so many different talents that are, like, put into one show. So it's not just dancing, it's not just singing, it's like, people do some crazy things, and so I love that show, just watching all the things that people can do, and things that I wish I could do.
Oh, I know, there's so many talented people out there, it's like, how do you do this stuff?
I know, and I, like, don't know how people come up with some of the stuff. I'm like, what the heck? Your mind must be so creative.
I know. And did you also watch, like, back in the day, the 90s Nick TV shows, Rugrats, Hey Arnold? Did you watch those?
Oh, yeah. Rugrats was definitely my favorite. Yeah. And I can never remember what it's called, but that one, the Thornberries one.
The Wild Thornberries. What was it?
Yeah. Yeah, I used to watch that show all the time, too.
Those were good.
I've been obsessed with, like, really every little kid show, and I'm still obsessed with, like, little kid movies.
Yes.
Like, Despicable Me is my favorite movie, so I'm really into, like, cartoon movies.
Despicable Me is so cute. I love it.
It is.
And do you have a favorite fast food restaurant you like eating at?
I would probably say Taco Bell is one of my favorites. I mean, like, I'm not really a big Mexican food eater. I'm, like, I don't know, there's something about it that I'm like, but Taco Bell, since it's not really true Mexican food, it's just delicious to me.
What do you get there? The tacos or quesadilla, or what do you get?
I used to get, they were like little taquito things, and they had dipping sauce. It was either, you could get salsa or guacamole, but they stopped giving those. So now I get the beefy 5-layer burritos.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah. I mean, it's cheap and it's delicious, so that's what I go with.
Yep. Do you like Chick-fil-A too?
I do. I love Chick-fil-A. We actually don't have any Chick-fil-A's. We have them in Kansas, but where I live in Topeka, they don't have any Chick-fil-A, so it's kind of new for me.
After the tour is done, are you going to stay in Kansas, or are you going to go to LA, or did you decide that yet?
After the tour is done, I plan on, I think we get back the day before Thanksgiving, so I'm going to stay in Kansas to kind of have some family time, and then I'll probably stay all the way through New Year's. So that way I just have some, like, time to kind of figure out what I want to do. Because originally I was going to go to school in Orange County at Chapman University to be on my advanced program. But now I'll be missing their whole entire first semester, so So I'm not really going to be doing that. So it just kind of depends on if I want to go to college next year, or if I want to just move out to LA and sign with an agent and just kind of go to auditions, like a ton of auditions.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Is there any type of movie or, like, show you'd like to be on if you were to audition for stuff? Anything you'd like to dream of doing?
I'm really okay with anything. Like, I really want to be, like, a backup dancer or be in music videos, but if that doesn't work out, I'm really open for anything because I have no idea what I want to do. So I'm like, I'm just going to try things and see what I like.
Yeah, well, you're a talented dancer, so I'm sure you could just fit into anything well, so.
Oh.
And then we were going to ask you about your Twitter and Instagram. How do you like using those?
I get kind of annoying on Twitter because I just like retweeting everybody, so it's kind of like acknowledging them. I mean, you can just favorite them, but I feel like people get more excited if they're like, oh my gosh, you retweeted me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get really obnoxious with the retweets, but I mean, hey, it's still fun, and I like just knowing, like, everything about my fans, and I like kind of getting the opportunity to talk to them, and I mean, we're not really supposed to direct message people, but when they direct message me, I'm going to, like, message them back and say thank you or answer any questions that they have.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
And Instagram, of course, I'm obsessed with Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, you just get to see pictures, you get to post pictures. It's always so much fun.
Yeah. Is there anyone you like following on Twitter best, or anyone you want to tweet from?
I really follow whoever asks me to follow them. Mm-hmm. So I'm just following, like, some really random people, but it's really cool to kind of just see what my fans are up to.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I really enjoy following all the choreographers too, because then you get to see, like, what they're doing when they're off the show and, like, what they're kind of choreographing for and such. So that's fun.